Excited for today's session?
Yeah, why not? Session with you. That's very exciting.
No, I meant the topic.
What?
I meant the topic. Are you excited about the topic?
Which topic is there? I don't know.
You haven't checked? You don't use the session document?
Yeah, I use, but I didn't get these days. My schedules are very hectic. That's why I didn't got time to check it.
Mhm. My schedule is always singular, by the way. The only
Okay.
reason we use schedules is if we're talking about two people. So if you and I are making a plan, I can say our schedules don't match up. Okay.
Okay.
Because you cannot have multiple schedules, you only have one schedule. Okay.
Okay.
And so I didn't get the time, or I don't get the time to look at the documents. But I highly recommend 5 minutes or even 10 minutes before the session, you go check the vocabulary words. Those are the most important. Okay. Because
Okay.
if you see the vocabulary words and you use them in the conversation with the tutor, it will be very easy to remember those words and use them in your daily conversation. Okay.
Okay.
All right, awesome. Today we're talking about building an amusement park. It's a hypothetical.
Amusement park.
Yes.
Amusement means feeling. It's a joy.
Entertainment, joy, yes, it can be
Entertainment.
anything.
Oh,
Yeah. So have you ever heard of an amusement park? Can you think of a name or a place?
no,
Is there an
never I have.
amusement park in your city?
No, there is no park. Yeah, park is there, but that's not in very good condition.
It's a normal park or is it an amusement park?
Normal park,
Okay.
but now it's day by day there is a development. So there are the open gym also has been constructed over there in the park.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
So
What about, okay, go ahead.
yeah, so there is construction work is going on, so the people don't go there as the whole park is totally filled with dust. It's not
Okay.
e- it's it's better to avoid the park these days.
Okay. Can I give you a better sentence for that?
Yeah,
You can say currently the garden or the park is undergoing renovation, or they are changing it up a little bit. Okay.
park is under
And
renovation.
yes, exactly. And because it's so dusty and dirty, people don't go there anymore.
Yeah. So I think my English is not uh, framing sentences is not good. Just
It's
it's
not that
just like
it's
way of presenting is not good. I can say.
yes. Yes. So what I'm telling you is a little bit towards the advanced side. It's not advanced English, but it's on the advanced side because what you're using are basic sentences. Okay. They are simple
Okay.
sentences that can be understood by everyone. But if you want to present them in a more professional or efficient manner, you can say it like that. Okay. Instead of saying there's
Okay.
so much dust, people don't go there, you can say it's quite dusty. And obviously, because there's construction work going on, it is going to be dirty, right? So we just include that in the same sentence. We can say the park is dusty and dirty, so people don't go there anymore.
Okay.
Okay. All right. So now tell me, have you ever seen an ad for an amusement park? Have you ever YouTubed what an amusement park looks like?
No, I haven't searched like that type of content, so there is no ads of and ads appear on my YouTube channel.
Okay. What about do you know what the most famous amusement park in the world is?
I haven't any idea about it. For the first
It's
time, I'm listening about the amusement park.
it's
I
called
have heard
Disneyland.
about the park, but uh, yeah, Disneyland is Yeah, there are different types of swings that you are talking about.
So you heard of Disneyland?
Yeah, I heard, but I don't coincide these two together.
Okay, so Disneyland is actually one of the biggest and the most, I think, most profitable amusement parks in the world because it's a theme amusement park. The theme is that whatever movies they make or whatever, characters they have under their company, they bring them to life in this amusement park, and people can go meet Disney princesses. They can go, now Disney has acquired Marvel as well, so all the Marvel characters, Avengers, and everyone. So you can go there and meet Iron Man and someone like that.
Oh, that's very amazing.
Yeah, that's why it's called an amusement park.
Have you ever visited any amusement park?
Um, in Mumbai there are one or two amusement parks, but they're not as good as Disneyland, obviously, because Disneyland is an international company and they make billions of dollars every year by doing this, you know. So here in Mumbai, there was, there still is, there are two actually. I think this SL World and Imagica, but I have not been to those parks in, I think, over 10 years. So I don't know what they look like now. I don't know if they're still good or not.
They are totally just renovated. You can't even imagine that swings are of swings are here and they are shifted to there. You
Maybe
can't predict the locations.
I don't know
That
if
might
they
happen.
if they've changed anything. I'm not too sure. But I think what you're trying to say, instead of swings, you're trying to say the word rides. They have rides, right? Roller coasters, they have other kids rides and everything. Correct? Yes, no?
Oh, what?
You didn't understand what I said?
Right, I didn't understand.
Okay. So you are saying swings. That means jhula,
Yeah,
right? So that is there in a garden, in a kid's garden, in a park. You find swings in these places. But an amusement park has really expensive rides like roller coasters. Have you ever heard of a roller coaster?
yeah, I have heard.
Yeah, so roller coasters, they have Ferris wheels, those big wheels in the
Giant
melas
wheel,
that we see. Exactly, exactly. So where you just sit and then they just turn the wheel around and everyone just sits there and they enjoy themselves, right? So an amusement park, I think this should be a homework for today. Just Google or YouTube Disneyland or any amusement park and see what services they provide. Okay, because the topic for today is making your own amusement park. But since you haven't seen an amusement park, I can't tell you to make one. you know, right?
yes.
All right. So let's just try to figure it out. Let's try and be creative. Let's say you had an unlimited budget. Okay, I'm an investor, and I have told you that I have a lot of money. Please build me an amusement park, and you can design it. You can do whatever you want. Just make me an amusement park. How would you do that? What would your first step be?
First, I will sketch the map for that amusement park.
The blueprint.
Yeah, blueprint.
Okay.
Or we can say it prototype also.
Well, prototype is like a physical, like how you have a Barbie set or something like that, like a physical thing.
Whenever I think prototype is like whenever there is a war, just leaders they try to tell people, tell their soldiers to how to locate their position. I think that is prototype.
No, no,
Maybe
no, no,
I'm
no,
not sure.
no. So prototype basically means test. So let's say I have a new idea of making this bottle. It's a very good bottle and it has some technology, any technology. Okay. Let's say whenever I hold this bottle, it takes my heart rate. That's the technology. Okay. Now this is an idea. I don't have the product. I'm still thinking about it, right? So
Okay.
to show this to investors or to show it to my clients, I have to make a prototype or a sample piece.
Okay.
Okay, a
Got
sample
it.
prototype is technically a sample. Okay, so the difference is, prototype has to show what the product is and it has to work properly. It cannot just be a plastic bottle and I'll be like, okay, this is the plastic bottle, but we'll put the sensor over here and it is going to work later. They're going to say, no, no, put the sensor in, we will test it, we will see if it works, and then we will tell you yes or no. So prototype, have you ever heard of prototype weapons?
Yeah, yeah, testing weapons.
Prototype weapons. So basically, if someone has an idea for a bullet or a missile or any sort of gun, they have to build it first. And if it gets approved and if it works properly, then they make like a lot of the pieces. So if the investors like this and they put money in my business, only then I can make a factory where I can make these bottles. The mass production, basically. The mass production will only happen once this gets approved, the prototype.
Okay.
Okay. So what you are saying, I think you're misunderstanding the word prototype. Um, Obviously, you shall make the blueprints. Now, blueprints are like maps, right? Where we sort of be like, okay, we have about, let's say on the blueprint, you have about this much space. And this is like 100 kilometers in real world. So you will tell them, okay, this is where the ticket counter is going to be. Then we'll make a road. We'll make the first ride over here. Then here we'll have a resting area or the cafeteria, where people can eat food. And then there'll be another ride here. There'll be a different thing over here. The ferris wheel, the round ferris wheel is going to be over here. So that is how you make a decision. Ki, "Okay, this is the plan." Then you show it to an architect or an engineer and they tell you the cost. Then eventually you realize that, okay, I have to spend this much. It will take X amount of days to build, days, months, years, right? Then we make a model, like basically, you'll have a cardboard, and then on top of that you have to make like metal pieces and sort of rides and show how much space it is going to take from all sides. Okay,
How much
that
space it will require?
require. Acquire means buying.
Oh,
Require means how much will I need? How much space am I going to need for every ride? Okay. So a lot of times people make blueprints, and what happens is when they make the prototype or when they make the model, they realize, okay, this is bad design. This is bad because of X reason, because of Y reason. Now imagine you made the blueprint. You're like, okay, this is looking very nice. Okay. Now in the blueprint, imagine the Ferris wheel is over here. But once you make the model, you realize that next to the Ferris wheel is the commercial building, a 20-floor building. Now, the building people are going to complain because if you are in the Ferris wheel, you can look inside their house, right?
yeah.
So that is how we
Peeping
test
into
things.
someone's house.
Exactly, which is a very bad thing because if I was sitting here and someone was literally just taking circles around my house, I would not
It
be
make
comfortable.
awkward situation for you.
Exactly, for everyone, even for those people, right? So that is where we realize, okay, the model tells us that the blueprints are not correct. So we'll take the Ferris wheel and we'll put it on a different side of the amusement park, away from the buildings, right? So it's for testing basically, to make sure it will work properly.
Okay.
Okay. All right. How much time do we have? We have 2-3 minutes. Okay. Now I've given you the budget. What sort of things would you like the theme park, like the amusement park, to have?
What is the budget?
There's no budget.
I have to tell.
10,000,
There is
10,000 crores.
unlimited.
Yeah, unlimited.
Unlimited. So what is sorry?
You can have a theme. Have you seen Harry Potter?
Yeah, in my childhood, but I don't remember.
Okay, but you remember how they have like a very old theme, right? They have the castle, they have the food, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So there are lots of places that do amusement parks on themes. Now in Japan, there is an amusement park related to anime. In Disney, they have sections. So in this section, they'll only have buildings that look like Harry Potter buildings. In this section, they'll only have buildings that look like something from Cinderella. And they have separate parts. Because let's say I'm a big fan of Harry Potter, I'm going to go and spend all my time and money in the Harry Potter section. And if I'm a big fan of Avengers, I'm going to go and spend time in the Avengers section, where I can see Iron Man, where I can see Captain America. I can see there's, whatever entertainment they have over there. Okay. So what
Okay.
theme would you like? Theme would be like Avengers theme, Harry Potter theme, you know?
So I would like Avengers theme.
So do you watch those movies?
Um, do I don't watch?
Okay. I'll do one thing. I'll let you do the research. Do the research, look at some videos, and you'll understand what I'm trying to say. Okay. And next time we have a conversation, I'll ask you a small question. I'll say, what theme did you decide? Or what sort of rides or entertainment do you want over there? Okay.
Okay.
So they have lots of rides. They have 3D rooms where you can 3D roller coaster basically, where you can select where you want to be in a roller coaster and they'll take you through that. So sometimes I remember I had gone to Disneyland when I was really young, and I sat in this dark room like a theater, but the seats they were like a roller coaster ride, and I decided to choose a different planet. They said, "Do you want to go to Mars?" So in my roller coaster, they made the effects such that I was in a spaceship and I was going through Mars. I was fighting people. So when I was taking a right, my seat went to the right, and then it went to the left. And then when it splashed in the water, they sprayed water in our faces. So it was like a 4D ride, four-dimensional ride. 3D is when you can only see things coming at you. 4D is when you can feel it. So they were
4D
very
for
smart about it. Sorry.
4D for film.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, so you'll do the research. You'll look at the YouTube videos.
Yeah. Next
All right.
time, whenever we
I'm
have
right.
session.
Yeah, I'm writing this down. Okay. We'll spend 5 minutes in the next session about this, talking about
Okay.
this. Sorry. All right. Is there anything else you want to talk about on this topic?
I will go through it. Then I will talk about this
Okay.
topic.
Also remember, you have to go through the document. There are lots of words and lots of pictures that will help you understand it. Okay.
Okay.
So use the vocabulary in our next conversation when I ask you the question.
Okay.
All right. Okay, then I think we'll end the session then.
Okay.
It was very nice seeing you, and I'll see you again in a session. Okay.
Me too or you too? What should I say?
You can say I'm looking forward to seeing you again as well.